Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, she doesn't spend as much time with me as she used to. Well, if your girlfriend or your wife or a girl you've been dating and hooking up with and having a good time with just seems to be really busy lately, she doesn't have much time to spend with you, or she's not spending as much time with you as she used to, but yet she says it's work or it's this or it's that, that is an indication that her level of attraction and romantic interest and love for you has dropped, that it's gone in the opposite direction. Because when a woman is head over heels in love with you, she wants your attention all of the fucking time. That means day and night, weekends. She's calling you. She wants to spend time with you. You have a great relationship. You have a lot of fun together. But if you're doing more things wrong than right, that feeling is going to start to dissipate, and so she's going to slowly start backing away. And I see that in a lot of situations with guys. And I've got an email here from a viewer, and he says, I love your videos, by the way, and I watch them all the time. My girlfriend and I have been together for 3 years, and after the second year, she got a job selling cars. It was hectic at first, and she was working 15-hour shifts every day. I confronted her about it and told her she was becoming a workaholic because she wanted to work on her days off too. She even worked at her mom's restaurant when she was bored. And that tells me that she obviously wasn't having a lot of fun with you at the time. And he says, lately she's been settling down and not working as much, but she still doesn't spend any time with me like we used to. I can tell she's in love with me because she sounds like she has these giggly feelings when I talk to her, but I've also been hurt in the past and know that girls lie very well. I say, here's the thing you got to understand about women. It's not so much that they lie, it's that they don't want to hurt your feelings. They don't want to tell you that you've done one douchebaggery type of thing after another and totally turned them off and made their skin crawl, and therefore they don't really want to hang out with you that much. They're not going to come out and say those things. They're going to say things and hope you figure it out, that you're screwing up, and take corrective action and fix things. Because women don't want to deal with drama. They don't want to deal with pissing you off or hurting your feelings or getting into a fight. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to avoid anything that might closely resemble a confrontation. And so, obviously, if she's been dating you as long as she has, she knows you pretty well. And there's obviously some things that you need to do, but she's not going to come out and tell you because she probably doesn't think that your ego can handle it without flying off the handle. And so what's going on here is that she's slowly backing away from you. And what most guys do in this situation is they can feel that something's going on. They can feel that she's no longer into them. And so what they do is they try to force things. They call her, they try to make more dates and hang out more than they normally would. They hold her hand when she doesn't really want to have hands held. They're constantly touching her and kissing her and groping her. When she's got her body language is communicating, her leg is crossed the other way, that she wants nothing to do with touching in that particular moment. And so he says, could she be cheating on me, or is she really a workaholic? And I would say it's possible that she's cheating on you, but you haven't told me enough from here to know for sure. I did a YouTube video a while back called How to Tell If She's Cheating on You. Just Google Corey Wayne, How to Tell If She's Cheating on You. And that should come up. And it's a good video that I'll go through all of the specific signs to look for. But what I can tell from what you've shared with me is that she's not as excited and you say she's in love with you just because she gets giddy little feelings. When a girl is head over heels in love with you, she tells you, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you again, sex was so awesome last night, when are we getting together again? They call you 2-3 times a day just to say hi, just to check in, just to see how you are, just to tell you some innocuous thing that happened at work or with their girlfriends or one of their girlfriend's kids or one of their own kids if they've got their own kids or whatever. That's the way they are. But on my book on page 125, there's an interest level table, and I go through the things that a woman will do when she's in love with you. And just you saying that she's giddy, that doesn't sound like she's in love with you. Plus, I look at her actions, and I look at the fact that she's not spending much time with you. And I would say more than likely, her level of attraction and interest from what you're telling is probably in the 50 to 60% range. And that's what guys do. They bullshit themselves. Oh, yeah, she's in love with me. Why? Well, because she's with me. It's like, No, women back away slowly over time. And he says, is there something I can do to fix this relationship? And he says, she never tries anymore to fix problems, she just ignores them. That tells me that because she doesn't really value the relationship. So it's like, who cares about fixing the problems? It doesn't mean anything to her. Those are not the actions of a woman who's in love with you, and you gotta stop bullshitting yourself about that. He says, she didn't always do this either. Should I just dump her and move on? Thank you in advance. Well, first thing you need to do is read my book. That will cause a lot of light bulbs to go off in your head, and you'll realize what you've been doing wrong and where you've been going wrong. Go to my website now, and on the right-hand column underneath the email sign-up box is a box that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, on the right-hand side, there's if you don't have a Amazon Kindle device, once you get to the download page, on the right-hand side, there's a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And so the first thing that I would suggest, obviously, is read the book so you can fill in the blanks. But I would go back to don't call her, don't text her, don't reach out to her at all. And when you do hear from her next, just say, hey, baby, how are you? Great to hear from you. When are you free to get together? Let her tell you what day she's free, and then just say, great, how about I pick you up Tuesday at 8 or Wednesday at 8 or Thursday at 8 or 9, whatever day and time she's available that you're also available. Make definite plans. And if she says, oh, I'm not really sure what my schedule's like, I'll have to get back to you, then just say, all right, just get back to me when you know what your schedule's going to be like, and we'll make plans then. You either make a definite date or you withdraw the offer. And then if she does that, if she tells you she's going to have to get back to you, then you just need to do nothing. You need to wait for her to get back to you. And then because this will completely change the way you're interacting with her, because more than likely you're probably calling and texting her all the time, and you're doing most of the effort, and you're doing most of the pursuing. You got to remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. And if she knows that when she backs off, you're going to pretty much do most of the work, then it's just like anything in life. We never appreciate things that come easy to us. And at least when it comes to women, if they are completely sure and confident that they know they've got you wrapped around their finger and that you love them more than they love you, they're going to act exactly the way that your girlfriend is acting. So wait to hear from her. And if a week goes by and you don't hear from her, then text her. Just say, hey, when are you free to get together? I want to see you. ? And then text that to her, let her answer, let her tell you, and then make definite plans on a day and a time that she's available. And again, if she won't make definite plans, withdraw the offer and just say, hey, get back to me when your schedule's more open. And then you just walk away, because you're going to stop all contact, you're going to stop all pursuing, and the only thing you're going to do is go back to the fallback position of just going out on a date once a week. Now, if you ask her to do something, say you don't hear from her for a whole week, and then you ask her to do something and she won't make definite plans with you, then you wait another week and you do the same thing. If she gives you the same thing altogether where she won't make definite plans, then don't text her, don't call her, don't do anything, and wait for her to hear from you altogether. And when she reaches out to you, same thing. Try to make definite plans. If she won't make definite plans, withdraw the offer. Now, if after 2 times, after you've initially tried over the course of 2 weeks to make plans and she won't make definite plans with you, if after she's called you and initiated contact and you try to make definite plans, it usually won't happen, but if a girl's reaching out to you, she'll usually make plans with you. But I'm just saying, worst case, if she doesn't, when you try to make definite plans, then withdraw the offer again, and then next time you hear from her, do the same thing. And if she won't make plans on the second time, which by then will be in like 4 weeks, then when she calls you or texts you, you respond to her text, hey, nice to hear from you, blah, blah. Send 2 or 3 texts back and forth at the most and say, it's great hearing from you. Keep in touch, I got to run. And then just walk away from that. And 1 or 2 things will happen. You won't make a date with her at that point after trying on 4 different attempts unless she brings it up first. And if she doesn't bring it up first, then great. I mean, like I said, that's the absolute worst case scenario. But you need to back off, because you're obviously doing too much chasing, and she's too sure of herself in the relationship. She knows she's got you right where you want it, right where she wants you, and that she can have you anytime that she wants. and therefore she's gotten bored with you. And cats, if you've ever watched how cats are, when they're bored, they get up and they leave. You might not see them for a couple of days. They go roam the neighborhood and do whatever it is that cats do when they're roaming the neighborhood. And they come back and they want to hang out, and they might be there for a couple of days, and they get bored again and they leave. Women are the same way. They just kind of come and go as they please, and you got to let them come and go as they please and not get upset or moved off center when they do these things. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen, send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these videos and articles and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on the Wibbia toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.